Hello, everybody. My name is Athena Waddell, and today I'll be reading The Fault in Our Stars, written by John Green. Late in the winter of my 17th year, my mother decided I was depressed. Presumably because I rarely left the house, spent quite a lot of time in bed, read the same book over and over, ate infrequently, and devoted quite a bit of my abundant free time to thinking about my death. Whenever you read a cancer booklet or a website or whatever, they always list depression among the side effects of cancer. But in fact, depression is not a side effect of cancer. Depression is a side effect of dying. Cancer is also a side effect of dying. Almost everything is really. But my mom believed I required some treatment. So she took me to see my regular doctor, Jim, who agreed that I was swimming in a paralyzing and totally clinical depression, and that therefore my meds should be adjusted, and also I should attend a weekly support group. The support group featured a rotating cast of characters in various states of tumor-driven unwellness. Why did the cast rotate, you ask? A side effect of dying. The support group, of course, was depressed as hell. It met every Wednesday in the basement of a stone-walled church shaped like a cross. We all sat in a circle right in the middle of the cross, where the two boards would have met, where the heart of Jesus would have been. I noticed this because Patrick, the support group leader, and the only person over 18 in the room, talked about the heart of Jesus every frickin' meeting. All about how we, as young cancer survivors, were sitting in Christ's very sacred heart, or whatever. So here's how it went in God's heart. The 6 or 7 or 10 of us walked/wheeled in, grazed at a decrepit selection of cookies and lemonade, sat down in a circle of trust, and listened to Patrick recount for the 1,000th time, it feels, his depressingly miserable life story. How he had cancer in his balls, and they thought he was going to die, but he didn't die. And now here he is, a full-grown adult in a church basement in the 137th nicest city in America, divorced, addicted to video games, mostly friendless, eking out a meager living by exploiting out his cancer-tastic past, slowly working his way toward a master's degree that will not improve his career prospects, waiting, as we all do, for the sword of Damocles to give him the relief that he escaped those many years ago when cancer took both of his nuts, but spared what only the most generous soul would call his life. And you, too, might be so lucky. And then we introduced ourselves. Name, age, diagnosis, and how we're doing today. I'm Hazel. I'd say when they get to me. 16, thyroid originally, but an impressive and long-settled satellite colony in my lungs. And I'm doing okay. Once we get around the circle, Patrick always asks if anyone wanted to share, and then began the circle jerk of support group. Everyone talking about fighting and battling and winning and shrinking and scanning. To be fair to Patrick, he let us talk about dying too. But most of them weren't dying. Most would live into adulthood as Patrick had, which meant there was quite a lot of competitiveness about it, with everybody wanting to beat not only cancer itself, but also the other people in the room. Like, I realize that this is irrational, but when they tell you that you have, say, maybe a 20% chance of living 5 years, the math kicks in and you figure that's 1 in 5. So you look around and think, as any healthy person would, right? I gotta outlast 4 of these bastards. So for my activity for this book, I'm going the non-traditional route. We're skipping the comprehension. We're not skipping it. I should say, first we're going to do comprehension checks, writing prompts, things like that. But what I want to speak about activity-wise would come at the very end. So this is our very last part, because obviously this book is a longer book, so it's going to be read in sections, without a doubt. We're not reading that all in one day. That'll drive every single one of us crazy. I can't imagine trying to get them to sit down for like 150 pages. That's insane in the membrane. But I like the thought of the non-traditional route. We're watching the movie after we've done the comprehension checks, after we've done some writing prompts, after we've done all that at the very end of the unit. I want to watch the movie. I'm going to need 500 million permission slips just based off of reading the book. You guys heard that chapter. That's how the book starts. That's just the jump. That's the first impression. So we're definitely probably going to need some permission slips, but once I've got those all signed up, we're getting this movie into the classroom and we're watching it, because I've never seen it and I want to see it. We're going to all watch it in real time together. Or maybe I'll watch it before them and I'll probably have to skip some parts. Yeah, I'll probably have to watch before them. But we're going to watch it together nonetheless, after I watch it first and I make sure that I don't need to skip some parts. Thank you so much for watching my video. Good luck on your finals, and I hope you had a great semester.